Well. I'd like to officially welcome everyone to another Mikey Live program. I am your host, Mikey Hutchinson, and we are coming to you live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean. We call it Grenada, where there is a lot to see and do. If you're a local, there's no need to want to be somewhere else in the world. We've got it right here, the flora, the fauna. We've got enough beaches, we've got sand, we've got sea, we've got sun, we've got the mountains, we've got the waterfalls, we've got the lakes, we've got the boiling springs. We've got just what you need to have a good time. And if you never visited Grenada and you're watching the program, you're free to come on over, man. Yeah, once you know how COVID ending, and I mean, we welcome you. So folks, this is it right here. And of course, I'd like to say thank you for joining us on the program tonight. It's always a pleasure. The usual suspects who are always on the program, we say thank you for joining us, and thank you for telling somebody about the program. And again, first-time viewers, welcome. Here's a look at the headlines. Prime Minister suggests the creation of a social fund where Grenadians, the average person, will contribute towards, and that money will go to people in need. He says he's going to be one of the biggest contributors. All right. Man found dead on the beach. We'll talk about that. Coroner's inquest to be done for the body found at Mardigras. We're going to talk about that. Accidents mar the Independence weekend. There's been over 20 recorded accidents on the weekend. Grenada, COVID-19 status among the best in the region. We'll talk about that. And the WHO say that the coronavirus likely jumped from animals to humans. And back at home here, by the way, boy, teachers, they intensify their protest action with what they call a slow and silent day. And on Wednesday, it will be No Tech Wednesday. We're going to talk about these and more when we return on tonight's Mikey Live program. Folks, the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of the a communal cooperative credit union, the Real Value IGA supermarket, Licks Laundry Detergents, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Quartz Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, as well as the Ministry of Health. Folks, when we come back, it could be real news in Audio Lily Lolo. So brace all yourself and think now. We're coming back in a while. If you have not yet done so, people, I want to encourage you to share the business. You see, because when you share the business, that's how other people get to know that we are live. So go ahead and share the business. We're taking our first break and we will be back.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the communal. Contact us today.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
If your whites aren't looking whiter and brighter,
just give them licks.
If your clothes isn't feeling soft and smelling fresh and scented all day,
give them licks.
If your dishwashing liquid doesn't smell like lemon, protects your hands with vitamin E, and gets rid of that stubborn grease,
just give them licks.
Just now. So that old smell, stain, grease mark, and dust still on your floor?
Power! Licks for them.
If your toilet still has those stains and dirt marks?
Licks!
your products giving you licks?
Then choose licks from Walker Enterprises. Also available at all leading supermarkets.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call 440-1015 or 440-1016, or check out their website hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen at the best price. We offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit or call us today for 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. NAWASA, committed to meeting customers' needs.
All right, yeah, so NAWASA say that they are committed to meeting the customers' needs. And family members, it is time for the news for tonight. Now, earlier, I guess as much you have heard about this already, the death of Mr. Elvin Nimrod of Carriacou and Petit Martinique. They say that he died in the United States. Now, he has held many positions here in Grenada. Deputy political leader, Minister for Carriacou and Petit Martinique Affairs. He was the Attorney General. You know, so he has held a lot of positions. And so we are hearing also from his political party, the New National Party. You know, they say that their executive members and the entire party would like to join with the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique in expressing profound sadness at the passing of Mr. Elvin Nimrod. He spent 19 unbroken years, they say, as a member of Parliament of Carriacou and Petit Martinique. Previous to this, he spent 2 years in the upper house of Parliament, starting his stint there in the year 1997. Now, Elvin Nimrod also served as the Minister for Legal Affairs, Labour, local government and Carriacou and Petit Martinique Affairs, and there are some other positions, all right? So, needless to say, all right? Yes, he had served as acting as the Attorney General on different occasions and so on, you know, so well known and well respected, even while political parties would share differences of ideologies and so on. We also heard from the National Democratic Congress, who was wishing all the best to his family and so on, and expressing condolence to his loved ones, his colleagues, and so on. You know, a time of maturity is required when, you know, someone is dead, when someone has, and I think everyone has really stepped up this time around. You know what I mean? Yeah, boy. So, Nimrod, Nemo. Yeah, boy. It's been a good run. You know, all you. We heard from Grenada early this morning. You know, there have been concerns about street lights and so on, and persons wanting to know what was going on, because, you know, if you listen to WeFM, there's been always people calling and talking about street lights and so on. And Grenada this morning said that they wanted to advise you about a delay in the shipment of street lights and replacement parts that is hindering new street light installations and repairs. Now, the delay, they say, in the shipment, which the company should have received in November, has resulted from supply chain challenges, they say, due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, they say, recognizing the impact of it has on customers, Grenada is also exploring other cost-effective options for supply. Eric Williams, Grenada's transmission and distribution manager, is apologizing, they say, to customers for the delay, and is appealing to customers to be patient as the situation is beyond Grenada's control. Now, the company anticipates, they say, that it will receive a shipment of street lights this month, allowing new street light installation and repairs to continue. All right, they say that in the interim, Williams encourages customers to continue to report street light faults by contacting Grenada's 24-hour fault line at telephone number 237. And while we're on that topic, you know, Grenada usually send out their notices, right? Because they usually do maintenance, and so they wanted to let you know about their schedule for this week. So for tomorrow, the team will be doing maintenance in Mount Parnassus, Tiverhead in St. David, Victoria, and Latant. Now, here's the schedule. For Mount Parnassus, you'll be without electricity from 1 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. All right? Just about 40 customers will be affected there. In Tiverhead, St. David, 10:30 a.m. to 12 noon, just about 25 persons will be affected there. In Victoria, St. Mark, you'll be out of electricity 9:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. And Latant, St. David, 8:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. And on Thursday, Cherry Hill to Petit Carenage, Carrier Coup, you'll be out of electricity for about 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. The amount of persons to be affected there is just about 550. On Friday, Happy Hill, St. George's, 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m., just about 20 persons will be affected. And in Salisbury Road, St. Andrew, on Friday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., just about 40 customers to be affected. They would like to apologize for whatever inconveniences that may be caused as a result, but they say this is necessary to provide to you the reliable service that you've been enjoying over the years. Grenada's Prime Minister yesterday suggested that there should be the creation of a social fund that will seek to help people who broke. People who are having a hard time making ends meet. He says that, you know what, this is not going to be managed by ministers. It's going to be managed by the private sector. Persons will contribute towards this fund. It's not going to be mandatory. It's just going to be whether or not you want to do it. It's not going to be a legal anything. It's just donations. All right? And he's saying that he's going to be one of the biggest contributors of this social fund.
Sisters and brothers, unprecedented times necessitates strategic, innovative, and out-of-the-box thinking to find solutions that will soothe the desperate cries of those among us who simply have no means of helping themselves right now. We all must remember them and do what we can to help. Sisters and brothers, it is for this reason I plan to present a proposal to our social partners and by implication the country for the creation of a social fund that will be used to help the most vulnerable in our society. The concept is that every one of us who is working will contribute to this fund. I would lead by example, contributing a portion far above anyone else of my salary every month to help those in need. And I'll be encouraging my cabinet colleagues to do the same. Similarly, I would be encouraging everyone who's able to make a contribution to do so. Sisters and brothers, we are not going to Parliament to mandate anything. Our conscience should be our mandate.
Thank you very much, Prime Minister Keith Mitchell. On that one, it says that they will be allowing the private sector to set up a management committee who will look at the applications and will disburse funds according to those most in need. We are moving on. Earlier, police say they are investigating the discovery of a body in the St. David area. Now, the body was discovered sometime around after 6 yesterday. You understand? Now, they say they're not sure as to the cause of death, but they are looking into it and to determine whether or not it's a suspicious death or a natural death. It is the death of a rookie man.
But that investigation is in its infancy stage. I can confirm that we did pull the body out of the water in Belle Isle. The person has been identified, but for obvious reasons, I want to ensure first that the family have all been informed before we, release the identity of the individual. That matter too is under investigation. We're looking to see whether or not that death was natural or unnatural, and at some point we'll be able to have some information. After we have the autopsy done, we'll be able to determine where this matter is going in terms of investigation.
Thank you very much, and that's Superintendent Verney Cohen, who is in charge of the Community Relations Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force. A coroner's inquest will be done to determine the details surrounding the death of a body found at Mardigras back in January. Now, the police are hesitant to say whether or not that body was that of Miss Mogo, who went missing just about a year prior. Now, they are saying that upon the request of the Director of Public Prosecutions, a coroner's inquest will be determined.
By now it is known about 2 weeks ago we have found the human remains at Mardigras. A number of work were done scientifically and otherwise. I do not want to say that the body was or was not identified, but what I do want to say is that the Director of Public Prosecution has advised that a coroner's inquest be held, and in that inquest it will be determined how, when, why, and in what manner that person may have come to their untimely death. So I would leave the identity and other issues here for that court to determine. So at this point I do not wish to say much on it. There's going to be a hearing in which all of the pertinent information will be revealed, and we will know exactly what has happened or who that person really was.
All right, and sorry for the mix-up. Coroner's inquest will be done to determine the details surrounding the death of that particular individual. Folks, we are hearing here that a series of accidents on the weekend has marred the Independence weekend. Of course, all over the country, there were reports of accidents, many of which were minor, with one serious accident happening. Now, in that last, one of the last accidents that happened on the weekend, persons were treated. In fact, they were rushed to the general hospital after the vehicle that they were in crashed. And here's what, from one village to another.
Well, by now it is known that we have had a motor vehicle accident at Laborie last night. There were 3 occupants of the vehicle. They were all treated medically and were released. There is none of them that are in hospital. That investigation is continuing at this point.
Folks, look at that. You understand? The vehicle moved from one village to the next. Believe it or not, no one died. An eyewitness gave an account as to what he saw happen.
Well, I was sitting in my truck there last night, waiting to go and have a beer. And I saw 2 lights at the brink of that hill there. And in a couple of seconds, there was a car rolling coming down. It drove down, it hit that tree, he rolled over in the road. I reversed when I see that was a coin. Stopped in the reverse in the road right here. Then I see 4 little guys scrambling out of the car like crabs coming out of a hole. After that, 2 were lying on the ground, 1 were walking around, the other one ran. I think he was in shock or something. And that was it. The police came, the ambulance came, and there's a lot of people on the scene, you know. Two hospital. He died. He was probably sort of trembling, ague, because they had more head injuries than may have had. You understand? Yeah, that was it. There was no blood on the scene or anything. Well, I don't know the reason. I think the reason they need a railing. Not just there, most places in Grenada need railings. First accident, I've been living here all my life. And the first accident I ever see coming from St. Paul Main Road to Laborie Main Road like that, on that corner. There are many numerous accidents happened there before, but nothing came over. So we go put our railing up there.
And the man say we go put a railing up there as to say like the man sound like he's a boss, you know. He say we go put a railing up there. But I have money. Anyway, yeah, it was just interesting how he said that you know, the guys you know, were coming out of the vehicle, and the way he described it, you know, it was just funny. I'm happy to know that no one died as a result, you know, but I say, watch that. When the accident happened, one of them men and them don't see what are the car, they break bush. You know, it could have been shock. I mean, we could laugh about it now because at least it wasn't as serious as it could have been. Clearly, based on what you're seeing on your screen, right? Yeah, but I say, watch that. That's why the car crashed, man, just break bush. Gone enough. Anyway, Police Superintendent Vonnie Cohen, you'll hear from him again. He says that there are 3 elements that usually contributes to the accidents that we are seeing on the nation's road: speeding, lack of attention, and alcohol.
Well, most of our accidents are one, 2 or 3 things. Speed is always a factor in some of the accidents we're having. Alcohol plays its part, and distracted driving. Those are the 3 main causes of accidents. You're either talking to who is in the vehicle with you, you're fidgeting with your phone, you're not focusing on the road. That's a major cause of accident. And this is festive time, this is our independence. And whenever we do have those holiday periods, motorists tend to traverse through and through the country, and alcohol plays its part, and so we did have quite a few accidents. We are tabulating now the amount of accidents we have had. It has not been a good weekend for us accident wise. We have seen too much of these accidents, and we continue to urge motorists: if you're drinking, don't drive, and if you're driving, don't drink. Holiday always poses a problem for us. People tend to be in this festive mood, forgetting the fact that there are long commute based on where you live and based on where you are at. And so it doesn't take much for you to run off the road. It doesn't take much to impair your judgment, and alcohol does impair the judgment of any driver. So we continue to urge our motorists to be focused. Your life is in your hand. The lives of the citizens of the country, are in your hands, and therefore we urge patience, we urge restraint, we urge tolerance on the road, and we ask motorists to do what needs to be done to mitigate against these accidents. Fortunately, we have not had any major accidents where there was any hospitalization or serious injuries. The numbers might be a little bit up, but the seriousness of those accidents are not as we perhaps expected, being a holiday period, and we are grateful for that. And so we continue to urge motorists to be careful on the road and exercise patience.
Thank you very much, Fanny Cohen. As we continue, folks, Grenada can boast of having one of the best COVID-19 status in the ECCU, and of course the region now having only one active case of the COVID-19. Grenada is one of the only islands around this region who can boast of that. Today we learned that St. Vincent and the Grenadines, their cases are up to 900. St. Lucia's active cases are over 1,000. Barbados is trying really hard to contain the spread of the virus there. And so Trinidad and Tobago likewise. Grenada, in a few days, if not by tomorrow, if nothing changes, if we import no more cases, we'll have on record 0 active COVID-19 cases. We are moving on. The teachers have intensified their protest in retaliation of the government's refusal to pay the 4% increase that were due to them and other public workers by the beginning of this year. Now, last week there were several days like the honk for 4% days, the wearing of red t-shirts and ribbons and so on, all part of the protest action last week. This week, things have intensified just a bit. Today, some teachers showed up in the classrooms not saying anything as part of their slow and silent day. That's right, their slow and silent day. So imagine this. You're in class. Teacher shows up, not a word, not a word. And you're wondering, Miss, what going on? Sir, what going on? And the teacher looks at you like, I understand that in some cases there were communication, but it was only, by way of, it was not verbal. All right? There were gestures and so on. Would you imagine a maths class with only signs? I mean, again, if you don't have a sense of humor, don't come on the program. We talk about serious issues, but in a funny way. All right? I'm just saying. So imagine, you're in your class and the teacher had to do maths. But it's a very serious issue that the teachers are asking that the government respect what is a legal agreement between them and the government. And they're saying that the government doesn't have the authority to not unilaterally decide to not pay them their monies. And so they're saying unless they get some sort of satisfaction and they have put some recommendations on the table, that they will continue their protest action. Speaking of continuing their protest action, now tomorrow, God's willing, will be No Tech Day. And of course, well, obviously you know that in these days, the technological interactions and so on in the classroom is more now than it has ever been, given our current climate. And so they say tomorrow is going to be No Tech Wednesday. Let's see how that one will play off. In the Prime Minister's presentation yesterday at, was it yesterday? The Independence Day celebration, on Independence Day. In his address, the Prime Minister alluded to the fact that, and he was saying that, hey, these are hard times in the country. Now, he says that everybody, a lot of people are hurting. Some people are without food. Some people are without money. Some people are without some basic needs. And he suggested that the persons who are clamoring for that increase right now is being just a little selfish. It says, it is time for us to be our brother's keepers. Let me see if I get that clip for you.
The reality of this situation, sisters and brothers facing us now, is that while some are forced to make something out of nothing, others are demanding more and more. Those of us who are earning serious salaries must understand it's our time now, despite all the circumstances. We must reach out to those who have nothing. This is what we were told as a Christian nation. Love your neighbor as yourself.
All right, thank you very much, Prime Minister Dr. Mitchell. Without saying directly, he was addressing that particular issue. So let's see how that will play off. The teachers are rightfully, and the other unions are rightfully clamoring for what they believe is owed to them, what they believe has been justly earned, what they believe should be given to them without delay. All right, and the government is saying that they are unable to do it at this time. Now, Olia, how are we looking for time? Grenada wasn't the only place who had a lot of accidents to deal with. St. Lucia had a lot, but we're going to talk about that if we get time. All right, now, there's a big story that that is coming out of Trinidad and Tobago. So you guys remember this young lady who was missing, right? And her body was later found, right? She was found dead below a precipice. She was kidnapped, only 22 years old, in Andrea. Everybody's talking about her now. It's in Trinidad and Tobago. There have been a lot of protests and so on. Now, so far, suspects, all right, as it relates to her death, have been dying. And they are blaming the police for those deaths. Now, one main suspect was killed. Well, died. Let me look. Died. You know, and there are talks now about a video, a 4-minute video that may implicate police officers. In that video, the now dead suspect was heard telling police that another suspect who is also dead was involved. The video surfaced as there were calls for information on the allegations of abuse against the police in relation to the death of 2 suspects and 2 other matters. Yeah. So all of a sudden, those suspects are just falling down like flies. Dead men. You understand? And, well, you know where the fingers are all pointing. All right, Papa, let's leave that piece alone. A World Health Organization team has concluded that the coronavirus most likely jumped to humans from an animal. Now, the World Health Organization Food Safety and Animal Diseases expert Peter Ben announced that assessment on Tuesday at the end of a visit by a WHO team that is investigating the possible origin of the coronavirus in the central Chinese city of Wuhan. Now, the first cases were discovered in Wuhan in December of 2019. Now, the Wuhan Institute of Virology has collected extensive virus samples, leading to allegations that it may have caused the original outbreak by leaking the virus into the surrounding community. China has strongly rejected that possibility. Now, the WHO team is intended to be an initial step delivering into the origin of the virus, which is believed to have originated in bats before being passed on through another species of wild animal such as a pangolin or bamboo rat, which is considered an exotic delicacy by some in China. Now, well, as you may have known, the pandemic has killed more than 2.3 million people worldwide. China has reported more than 100,000 confirmed cases and 4,822 deaths, according to a tally by the Johns Hopkins University. All right. Now, the United States leads the world in more than 465,000 deaths, and you will think that that's the place where you would get the least amount of deaths, since they are boasting of being, the world leaders in everything. All right. Yes. So far there is no big set of. So what is this? This is saying so far they don't see any big set of suspicion that the lab itself had anything much to do with that outbreak, but they are still looking into the actual origin, but are coming up with their own theories. Earlier, so Grenada was not the only place with a lot of accidents. We had a lot happening as well in St. Lucia, boy. You understand? Even while they are on lockdown and thing now, even while they're on the state of emergency and so on, they are concerned that they are just seeing way too many accidents happening on the nation's roads. And we're going to join our friends at the HTS for that story.
Firefighters continue to respond to all kinds of emergencies, including a growing number of motor vehicular incidents. Drivers are failing to proceed with due caution on the island's roads, despite many calls to do so by the fire department. One man survived being violently ejected from his vehicle on the Castries Grosile Highway after smashing into a pole on Sunday. The entire crash was caught on surveillance video. The person who captured the crash can be heard speculating that the driver may have fallen asleep at the wheel. The incident is among 4 other motor vehicular collisions recorded on another taxing weekend for first responders, despite a COVID-19 imposed curfew and a state of emergency.
The fire department was called out to 5 motor vehicle incidents, which saw a total of 8 patients with various injuries being transported to nearby hospitals. All patients were handed over to medical staff in a stable condition.
Details surrounding the incident and the driver's condition were unclear as of news times. Gina Filippi, HTS News Force.
Thank you very much, Gina. And yep, so what we're going to do right now, folks, we are going to take a short break and come back. When we come back, we've got for you the national report and the weather. I'd like to encourage you, if you have not yet done so, to please go ahead and share the program.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business.
For your education.
For your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns. giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex or give them a call 440-1015 or 440-1016 or check out their website hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen at the best price. We offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit or call us today for 14-3114-232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
It's showtime at Quartz. Shop today and save up to 30% off on selected Whirlpool cooker. Plus, get a chance to win amazing weekly prizes with purchases of $299 and over. So don't delay. Get what you need now and pay absolutely nothing until 2021.
Showtime. We got it. Just what you need. Yeah, Quartz got it.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Anywhere at any time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Government of Grenada proposes the creation of a social fund to bring financial relief to Grenadians directly affected by COVID-19. We'll have details to this story and more in the National Report. With the details to the news for Tuesday, February 9th, 2021, I am Rikisha St. Louis. The government of Grenada will propose the creation of a social fund to be managed by the country's social partners to bring a measure of financial relief to Grenadians directly affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. During his address to mark Grenada's 47th anniversary of independence on Sunday, Prime Minister Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell said government alone will not be able to assist everyone in need, but if they collaborate with the business community and members of the public, some relief will be possible. Dr. Mitchell said the funds will be managed and disbursed by social partners through the establishment of an independent committee.
For this reason, I plan to present a proposal to our social partners and by implication the country for the creation of a social fund that will be used to help the most vulnerable in our society. The concept is that every one of us who is working will contribute to this fund. I would lead by example, contributing a portion far above anyone else of my salary every month to help those in need. And I'll be encouraging my cabinet colleagues to do the same. Similarly, I would be encouraging everyone who's able to make a contribution to do so. Sisters and brothers, we are not going to Parliament to mandate anything. Our conscience should be our mandate. It is simply a suggestion made in trying to come up with creative ways to help those who are in need. Remember, sisters and brothers, we are a Christian society after all. And we are called upon to be our brother's keeper.
Dr. Mitchell said that while everyone may not be able to get assistance, we must try as a Christian nation to help those in need. He identified some of the categories where individuals were affected.
Any beneficiary of this initiative must be someone with justifiable need. It will be verified. And there are many who fit that category. We look around us. Farmers are hurting. Fishermen are hurting. Workers in hotels are hurting badly. Restaurant owners and bars, they are hurting. Tourism and market vendors are hurting. Taxi drivers, water taxi operators, they are hurting. Tour operators and tour guides and other industry providers, including operators of marine-based business, they are all hurting. Liat workers who have provided years of human service to Liat, who have now literally not operating and are left at home for months without a penny. And other workers involved in the aviation industry, hairdressers, barbers, entertainers, school-based vendors, shopkeepers, small travel agencies, other business owners, property owners. The list goes on and on. They are all hurting.
National flags are being flown at half-mast for 1 week in honor of the late Elvin Nimrod, former parliamentary representative for Carriacou and Petite Martinique, who passed away on Saturday, February 6th in the U.S. Prime Minister Dr. The Right Honorable Keith Mitchell made the announcement during an official statement on the passing of his former colleague. Mr. Nimrod played a key role in the new National Party over the years, holding the positions of chairman and then deputy political leader. He won the Carriacou and Petite Martinique constituency in the 1999 and retained the seat in the 2003, 2008 and 2013 general elections. Prime Minister Mitchell recalls the late Elvin Nimrod as someone who selflessly served his people and his country. He said, and I quote, "Brother Nimrod gave much of his life to the development of Grenada, Carriacou and Petite Martinique. He was generous in his service to both government and the new National Party. He placed special emphasis on representing his constituency, serving his constituents with passion and dedication. As the Deputy Prime Minister for several years, I had utmost confidence in his ability to get the job done," unquote. Mr. Nimrod will be granted an official funeral, the date for which will be announced later. On Sunday, during his 2021 Independence Day message, Dr. Mitchell described Mr. Nimrod's passing as a great loss for Grenada.
Let me express my heartfelt condolences to the family of the late Elvin Nimrod, who bid us farewell yesterday morning around 10 a.m. I know our sisters and brothers in Carriacou and Petite Martinique are particularly aggrieved by his passing. Brother Nimrod gave human services to our beloved country, holding various portfolios in government and serving as a member of parliament for over 2 decades. In addition to Reverend James's comments about his various responsibilities, he also served as Deputy Prime Minister for about 7 years in the government.
Meanwhile, Parliamentary Representative for Carriacou and Petite Martinique, Kendra Mathurin Stewart, said residents of the Sister Isles are hurting and saddened that the individual who was responsible for transforming their lives and providing opportunities for their personal growth and development has passed.
He once said that he will die for the people of Petite Martinique, and we believed that he would have done just so. He was deeply loved by many, well respected. He was a humble soul, very kind and very appreciative. Mr. Nimrod have basically transformed Carriacou and Petite Martinique. He has impacted positively on the lives of many, especially our young people. He gave us opportunities that we never thought of or we never dreamt of. And I can speak of what I would call an education revolution that he started here in Carriacou and Petite Martinique. Many persons from all walks of life received an opportunity to get and to attain higher education through the many scholarships that government were offering at the time.
Minister Mathurin Stewart reminisced on Mr. Nimrod's influence in her political career and success thus far. She said he will be remembered for his excellent service to the Sister Isle.
I want to personally thank him, although I've done it in the past, to do so again, to thank him for his counsel, his guidance and support, which saw my success and the success of the new National Party in the 2018 general elections. He was a stalwart, a humble, gracious, caring man who truly, truly loved the people of Carriacou and Petite Martinique and gave his all to us. It is indeed a very, very sad time for us, for we have lost a giant, we have lost a father, we have lost a friend.
This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
Are you gonna wear your mask today? You see everywhere you go. There are rules you got to follow, so don't you say COVID-19 will delay. Take the opportunity to save your community. Don't be that guy, put a mask on your face if you're heading outside. It's your life, my life, more lives will be taken if we don't try. If you feel any symptoms, call the hotline. Stay inside until you feel fine. 6 feet away every day. Keep COVID-19 far from away. Keep Grenada safe. Be COVID-19 smart.
Welcome back. Sean Niles, the Sour Serpent, has retained the Independence Monarch title for the second consecutive year with a selection Vaccine Nation. Because of COVID-19 protocols, the competition, which was held on Friday at the National Cricket Stadium, was broadcast live via a virtual stage. Sour Serpent, who performed in position number 4, spoke with the GIS after being crowned on stage by Minister for Culture and the Arts Honorable Yolan Bain-Horsford.
The conceptualization is all about Serpent, it's all about me. I am Mr. Creative, I am Mr. Composition, and it's not in a braggadocious way, but that's who I am. You always find something out of the ordinary for me, because tonight, 9 Calypsonians sang, let's build Grenada, jump up, let's build Grenada, shake up hands and thing, and then they add some peacock that didn't make any sense. So I just proved tonight that I'm a different kind of Calypsonian, right? And that is what the art form needs.
Taking the second position was Philandi Jeffrey Stunner, who performed his selection I Pledge in position number 9. Third position, Sheldon Douglas with his delivery of The Recipe for Building This Nation, and Anthony Darius Youngsong, who has returned to competition after a 10-year break in position number 4. Niles welcomed the opportunity provided by the National Celebrations Committee.
First of all, I appreciate the efforts by the organizers and the planning committee. I don't think you should call it a Mardigras or so, but it could be a virtual calypso competition around the same time we have the carnival, you know, or so. But it would be welcome because Calypsonians are dying to ply their trade, to showcase the art. So I would welcome it.
Also held on the weekend were the National Cultural Extravaganza on Saturday and the Military Parade on Sunday. That story just ended the National Report for today, Tuesday, February 9th. Let's recap the top story. Government of Grenada proposes the creation of a social fund to bring financial relief to Grenadians directly affected by COVID-19. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Rakisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us. Until next time.
All right, thank you guys. Thank you very much. Now for a look at the weather. Partly cloudy to cloudy and windy with light to moderate showers. Now tonight's minimum temperature 23.5 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Now seas are moderate to rough, waves 6 to 9 feet in open waters. A marine advisory remains in effect. And before we wrap, I would like to say hello to a few people on the program. Let's say Atalia and Cassie and Zaka and Shamaine and Avril. Thank you for watching. Who else is there? I said Cassie already, right? Yeah, man. Cassandra, Kireen and Sharon and Zaka again. We have Mom, Lintona, Vicky, Rena, Atalia, Kenny, Angel, Teresa. Who else is with us? We have Michelle, Richard. We have Javar with us as well. Big up to you, Javar. We have with us Yvonne. Hi, Yvonne. And also Eunice. All right, so we say big up to Eunice. currently tuned in on the program, and Jennifer. So big up to you, Jennifer, as well. Simone, thank you for watching. And everyone else who's a part of the program all the time would like to say hello to you. May God richly bless you and your family. All right, take care of yourselves. Okay, Sherry and Pinterest, what's it? Princess or Princess and Dale. Big up to you, Dale. All right, and Thaddeus. Suzette, what's up? What's up? Suzette, you change your picture? All right. All right, Chum, I see you there as well. So everybody, thank you for watching, and we'll touch base again tomorrow, God's willing, same time, same place. I have to let you know how much I appreciate you being here all the time. All the time, you're like my family, and I look forward to you every day, every night. And so I would like to say thank you for being part of my life. If I die today or tomorrow, just know that you played a huge part in making my life what it is, and it's very satisfactory to me having you in my life and my family's life as well. So thanks again, guys, and see you tomorrow. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, Ja! No! Goodbye!